Good evening, everybody. How we doing for this live Around the Ropes podcast episode right here on the Around the Ropes YouTube channel? Yes, folks, for the time being, I had decided to not continue using the name of the new ATR network. Those are reasons. I'll get to that another time. So from now going further, everything Around the Ropes related will be under the Around the Ropes podcast YouTube channel. That includes all interviews that we have coming up. That includes all live shows coming up, which also includes the fact that we just dropped an interview yesterday or Sunday. I don't remember when, but we just dropped an interview with Rick Recon. We dropped an interview with Darius Carter. I have an interview I'm doing tomorrow night, recording tomorrow night, so it should be up, I'm hoping, by Thursday, if not by Friday. Your ICW Northeast champion, Shane Stenson, will be joining me tomorrow night. And another ring announcer, because, we have this fascination on the show with ring announcers, Mike Falvo will be joining me tomorrow night. So, guys, definitely hit the subscribe on our YouTube channel. Of course, nothing does wonders for us. Also, guys, also like to mention we do have an email address now. If you'd like to email us any questions, it's very difficult to figure out. Literally, just take the entire name of the show you see on the bottom, put it all together. There you go. At gmail.com. As always, guys, you guys know if you like to comment, I will definitely read them live on the show tonight. That is your way of interacting with me because, folks, this is a two-way talk. Yes, obviously you can't call in yet, but this is the best option we have. We have a lot of stuff for you guys coming up for tonight, including a special guest joining me at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Days ahead of Blitkerig Pro. We'll be joined by Phil McManus to go over the show for Friday. And we also might have a little announcement to make with regards to what's happening right beforehand with a certain podcast. You have to wait and see. But before we get into all that, and of course, guys, we'll definitely dive into the whole Cody promo from last night. We'll dive into the Rocks promo from Friday, or the Rocks concert, let me put it that way, from Friday. I want to dive first into what happened this past Saturday over at Immortal Championship Wrestling as they presented Homecoming 2 live from Duanesburg High School. Now, this show was a little different for me. And one thing, if you've listened to the show before and you've heard me talk about independent wrestling, I give my honest opinion. This one was different because I wasn't going as a fan for this one. Now, yes, granted, have I gone to shows in the past and gone as a podcaster? Yes. But this one I've gone as I actually went and I operated the camera. So if you watched it on IWTV, some of those shots you saw was actually done by me. So like I said, folks, it was on paper, it was a good show. Now, did some of the matches to me that didn't make sense or that seemed very, I wouldn't say slow, that wouldn't be the right word to use. I would say more filler, I guess would be the right word. And I actually want to start off with what we saw to open up the show. Shane Stenson and Sebastian Braun comes out. Obviously, we all know Shane is from the Duanesburg area, so damn well he was getting hometown pop. And right off the back, he's trying to get them booed. And you can tell that Shane has done really well at being a heel because even in his hometown, he gets people to boo him. Even in his hometown, he'll get people to boo him. The weird part with this, I know it was announced days prior that we were going to get Sebastian Braun and Stenson versus Breezango in essence in the main event, but they didn't it was just felt weird because it was more of a, okay, we're going to bring Shane out. He's a hometown boy, but it's not going to lead to anything. We had another first round match of the Rising Stars tournament, which saw Thomas Kennedy take on Matt McCoy. Decent match on paper. I mean, there really wasn't anything to write home with, to be honest. I'm not going to go over every match. Obviously, if you missed any of it, go back and watch it on IWTV. The replay is up. I think it became official as of yesterday. But there are a few matches I want to specifically talk about, and the first one I want to talk about is the Pat Sawyer Richie match. And I want to talk about this one for two reasons. One, on paper, it was very much a size thing. You got Pat Sawyer, who's God 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", somewhere in that ballpark, going up against somebody like Richie, who's maybe 5'7" at best. And at one point, I almost got taken out of the match. What happened was, now, if you're watching it on, or if you were there, let me put it this way. You had the ring in the middle, obviously. I was standing towards the B side. So basically what that entails is when you saw the wrestlers coming towards the opposite end of the entrance, that was, all those shots were done by me. And at one point, now, I don't know if it was my foot got caught in the mat or I don't know what happened with it, but it seemed like I almost took a bump in this match. And I love how the freaking ref turns around. Not the ref. I hear the guys over. I know. So, by the way, I want to give a shout out to STF Media. Great group of guys. They really showed me quickly how to do everything. And just bear with me 1 second because I do want to share the video out so other people can see it as well. And guys, like I said, if you have any comments like that, you can definitely leave them below. So we had, like I said, we had that moment. Then we had the Guantanamo Bay street fight, which saw the Sons of Allah, Blaze Haram, Ben Hameen, and Ziwu taking on Edge of Hope. No, not Edge of Hope. Sorry. Back up there a second. Nachi Mafia. I don't know. It was, all I know is I almost got killed in this match. Because again, folks, I'm sitting on the other side of the ring. And, of course, in typical Sons of Allah action, they have to cut a promo. And that's probably my biggest thing I'd have to say about the Sons of Allah is it seems like it's very formulaic with them, where it seems like every time they have a match, it seems like they're always starting off with a promo. And it's like at this point, it's like we get it. It's the old, I'll put it this way. The Sons of Allah, I get what they're doing as far as they're trying to get heat, which you don't see that a lot now in pro wrestling. I understand that. But in some aspects, it almost looks like it's, I'm not saying it's cheap heat, but it's like they're really trying to push it. And I just personally think, and I could be wrong on this, I just think their shtick is getting old already. It's the same thing over and over again. I'm not saying they're not talented guys, because both of them, Ben and Blaze, are both very talented guys. My only thing is they got to come up with something new, something different. And I know that, in ring, as soon as they go into the ring, they get booed right away. I get that. However, with that all being said, they just got to change it up a little bit. They got to do something different. I don't know if it's, not cut a promo before every freaking match, or not, not trying to take those little, I mean, it's just, they got to change it up a little bit here. That's all I'm saying. They got to change it up there. And I will say this much. I never knew pasta could be used as a weapon. Because obviously, if you know the Nazi Mafia, their whole shtick is, Italians and everything. And Italians love pasta. So why not use pasta? And I kid you not, they literally took out a box of spaghetti. And I think also a box of elbow pasta, if I remember correctly. And it was... I was trying so hard as the camera guy not to start laughing my ass off at that part. But the Sons of Allah won. I know we talked about this last week on the show. That whoever wins this could position themselves towards the tag titles. Now, realistically, I don't think the Sons of Allah need the titles anymore. They had over 300-day run with those belts. And I mean, obviously, I'll get into the title picture in a second. But if you look at, like I said, realistically, they don't need the belts. they don't need the titles. And I'm not, and again, I don't want this to get misconstrued or whatever. I'm not shitting on them. All I'm just saying is, there's a saying in pro wrestling where the champion, where the wrestler makes the title or the title makes the wrestler. With them, you're not going to need a belt for them anymore. They're over enough as is. We saw it on Saturday when they came into that match. They were getting booed the second their music hit. I mean, I'm sorry, if you're in a position in wrestling and you are getting booed the second you come walking through the door, it means you're kind of over. Let's just put it how it is. Again, guys, like I said, if you have any comments you like to mention, definitely leave them in the comment section below. I mean, I'll throw this out there right now. Realistically, like I said, we saw Ben and Blaze and Zero become victorious on Saturday. Depending on what happens with the tag title match, which I'm going to get to that in a second, do you guys think whoever's watching this can comment on this? Do you think we're going to get Sons of Allah going back for those titles again? I'm not sure if I would say headed, because you have the show in Rome in April. Then you have, I think they're doing a show June. And then obviously the big one's Utica in July. So I don't know if you hold off till we get to Utica. If you're going to do it, personally, to me, I wouldn't. But again, that's only just me. What do I know? But I want to keep things moving here because I want to get to the titles. Because we do got a comment coming in here from our good friend John, who says, and I will pull it up over from the Front Row Mafia guys, and he says, this is a real wrestling point, John. Some don't need the belt. Vicious, that's what I was thinking. Vicious Vicky dropped the ICPW belt to Ava. She doesn't need the belt. Her line during intermission was 3 times as, that's my point. There's some wrestlers when it comes to independent wrestling. Now, I get the fact independent wrestling is a lot different than WWE and AEW. I understand that wholeheartedly. But the thing is this. You have people who are in the independent scene right now who are incredibly over. Vicky is one of them. It doesn't matter if Vicky's at ISPW, Recombination, Pro Wrestling Magic. She has a line, usually. You look at, and I put this in the same realm with Ben and Blaze. You have these guys come out. The second they come out, they're getting booed. It doesn't matter who's on the other side of the ring. Those guys are getting cheered right away. But like I said, I want to get to the other multi-man match, which was Edge of Hope taking on. Now, I said they should have called it Team Syracuse because all 4 of these guys are from Syracuse. But we had Mike Skyros, Adam Stone, Corey Jackson, and Ting Shai, also known as Black and Yellow. Now, the stipulation with this match, as it was announced a few days prior, if Team Friendship and Team Black and Yellow won, Team Friendship gets a shot at the titles at the Road to Immortality show on April 13th, which actually, by the way, I will hold off on that for a second. So, again, fast pace. But the one thing I will say is this. You look at the Guantanamo Bay match, and you look at this match. Both of these matches were car crashes. It was, they both told the story, but you literally had to keep your head on a swivel because you didn't know where the hell to go with both of these matches. And obviously, Stone and Skyros and Black and Yellow won. And on April 13th, I actually have the poster here. Adam Stone and Mike Skyros, also known as Team Friendship, will be taking on Edge of Hope for the tag titles in a steel cage. Now, I said this to Adam at the show and he laughed, but it's true. The whole thing right now in pro wrestling is everybody has a story to finish. Cody, this person, that person. Why can't we get one for Adam Stone? This is a guy who, I kid you not, for as long as I have been going to Immortal Championship Wrestling, this guy has been challenging for those damn tag titles since. You go back to the first show, and Ryan, if you're in the group and if you're in the chat, you'll definitely remember this one. Him and Marcus Power Supply taking on Sons of Allah for the tag titles at the Mortal Kombat 4 show. It just seemed like he was challenging for the belt so many times now. And realistically, like I said, I hope they win the belts. Because I think Stone and Skyros as tag champs could do something. Because I think, honestly, I hate to say this, but if I'm Black and Yellow, I think they're my first opponents. Be like, look, because if I'm Black and Yellow, if I'm Corey Jackson, and I'm the other, I'm Ting, I can turn around and go, hey, guys, we helped you guys get those belts. If it wasn't for our help, you wouldn't have gotten those title shots. So I can see them going after the titles. Hell, bring back CXR again. I think they would be great don't go for the tag belts. My point is this. When it comes to Immortal Championship Wrestling, their tag team division is by far one of the best I've seen. I mean, you got Team Friendship, you got Edge of Hope, you have the Sons of Allah, you have, go down the list, you have the Nachi Mafia. That's 4 right there. Most wrestling companies, especially on the independent level, have maybe 3. I mean, you can go down the list here. Like I said, you also have Black and Yellow you can add into that mix. You have, I mean, you have the Stompers as well, who are a tag team. So there's a lot of depth when it comes to the Immortal Championship Wrestling tag team division, which is a good thing because it means we can have so many different variables headed into for the titles, because again, because that's what I think makes it so interesting when you look at the titles. That it's not like, okay, great example. And I'm not picking on ISPW for this, but this is perfect example. ISPW, their tag champions right now are the Now. I know at the next show, the Total show this Friday, I think they're going up against Moth and Sean Donovan. Census Slaughter. If anybody from the Front Row Mafia is watching, let me know if I'm mixed up on that one. You have them. You have, I mean, yes, ISPW may not be the greatest example, but my point is this. When you have depth, when it comes to a tag team division, you literally have magic in your hands. I mean, go back, great example. Go back to, okay, I think that must have been, I don't know who it was because unfortunately on here it doesn't tell me the name, but I just want to double check and give credit where credit is due. Give me a second here. Come on, there we go. But it's definitely, well, I think that was John. Whichever one it is from the Front Row Mafia, thank you. I appreciate it. But, okay, so I'll go that way then. But, like I said, folks, I also want to get to the women's match because, this one, I thought the damn roof was going to shake. Because you had, I guess you can call it a dream match. Realistically, yeah, you probably could call it a dream match. Because this is a match that nobody thought was going to happen. Because one of the other marquee matches that we saw Saturday night, saw Christina Marie take on Danny Moe for the ICW Women's title. A belt, mind you, that Christina Marie never actually lost. And these two women, I give them a shit ton of credit because they both. Okay, yeah, that was John. I give them a shit ton of credit because with both of them, and they're both. It's not like with Danny Moe and Christina Marie. It's not like you're dealing with people who have just walked into wrestling or who, have been wrestling for like a year. You have two people who, especially in the Northeast, I don't think you can get bigger names when it comes to. Yes, there's a lot of women wrestlers on the independent scene who are big name, but Danny Moe is a huge name. And Christina Marie, especially when it comes to Jersey and upstate New York, she's no slouch. And we now have a new ICW Women's Champion in Christina Marie. I'll tell you this much right now. I want to see Christina Marie, Danny Moe too, at some point down the road. I really want to see these two again go at it. Because not only did they have chemistry together, they told a great story together. You were on the edge of your seat. And you don't see that a lot, especially, and I've said this for a while now, women's wrestling, when it comes to upstate New York, is very few and far between. You don't really have much going on because, again, there's really not that much women's wrestling. So the fact that you have somebody like Christina Marie, like Danny Moe, it means they're doing something right. And it is definitely, like I said, folks, I don't know how much more I can say this. If you missed any of the show from Saturday, go back to IWTV. The replay is up there. You're not going to want to miss this. Also, we had a triple threat match that saw Sean Carr taking on Facade, taking on the returning Spencer Slade, who had not been in an ICW ring since whatchamacallit. God. Last time he was in an Immortal ring was last February. It was a really good match. We got another comment actually coming in here from our buddy John over from the Front Row Mafia. Definitely, guys, I'm going to say this right now. Front Row Mafia is a great group of guys between John, Randy, Mike, and yes, folks, I will even say this much. Total with Tom is okay to deal with. Tom, great guy. He goes, that's an amazing match. He goes, I wish I saw it. John is a huge Neon Blondes fan. The rise of Danny Moe has been incredible. You know why? Her and Facade wrestle nonstop all over the Northeast. Exposure is key. Yeah, exactly. That's what it comes down to. John said it perfectly. They're working different companies. They're not staying stagnant with one company. And they're also working different types of matches, which is a big thing because you look at when it comes to a lot of these wrestlers, you look at, what they do. And a lot of them become very stagnant. Where it's like, okay, I'm only going to work a brawl type of match. I'm only going to work a lucha type of match. I mean, look at Facade. His last two matches, especially with Immortal, his last match back in February was with Ricardo Rodriguez, which was more of a lucha match. This one, you had Sean Carr and Slade in this as well. So you had more of a technical with a high flyer almost. And we got another comment coming here from Tyler saying, good job, first time filming, John. I watched a few matches last night. Tyler, thank you. Coming from you, somebody who's been doing this for a while, that means a lot. So I definitely appreciate that compliment. And I guess I popped John when I said the comment about Total with Tom. Total with Tom, I will put it this way. I will see you at Battleground, April 5th. And total time, I'm going to put this out there right now, so it's across all Facebook. You will finally get your bag of coffee April 5th. That's not a spoiler. That's a goddamn guarantee fact. It's going to happen. But I want to keep things moving here because, like I said, folks, in about 6 minutes, Phil McManus will be joining us a few days ahead of Blitkerig Pro as they present their next show. And again, guys, like I said, we might have an announcement to make. But again, guys, like I said, overall with this show, definitely worth watching. And IWTV is, I think, is $10.99 a month. I could be wrong on the price. And you get great wrestling action. As far as anything else that happened, I will say this much: I give a lot of the camera operators now a shit ton of credit for what they deal with. Because I will say this much: my arms never killed me as much as they did coming out of that show. Now, mind you, I didn't do any, I didn't take any bumps, thank God. But holding the camera and making sure that, oh, there was one other moment I forgot to mention. Wow, Rolly. Wow. He goes, okay, everyone, John Payne for us. Oh, yeah, sure. Rolly, you know how much, Rolly, you know exactly where how much I get paid. So, yeah, what, unless we're going to Family Dollar, no. But yeah, I'll definitely say this much. There was one other moment I forgot to mention where in the main event, Dango was coming off the ropes, and I don't know if he meant to use my stomach as a launching pad, but there's one part I'm actually, again, I want to go back and try to find this clip because it was hysterical when it happened. He used my stomach as a launching pad. Now, when you're heavy, that's not a problem. At one point, I mean, I said this before on other times, I'll say it again. At one point, I weighed 338 pounds. Somebody uses my stomach as a launching pad, okay, that's one thing. When you've lost as much weight as I've lost, yeah, that kind of hurts a little bit. I mean, it can't be as bad. I remember there was a number of years ago, this goes back to when Seth Rollins was still on the indie scene. There was a video going around of him doing a moonsault off of somebody's stomach. So, like I said, when you're heavy, it's not a problem. But when you've lost a lot of weight, and yeah, you definitely felt it. But overall, good show. Like I said, folks, their next show is April 13th in Rome, New York, as they present Road to Immortality. There are 2 matches confirmed in addition to the Road to Immortality Rumble match, which I'm actually going to pull that up right now. There it is, guys. Road to Immortality, April 13th, Kennedy Arena. I actually made it up there last year. Not a bad show. The 2 other matches that were announced, because Pat Sawyer defeated Richie the Man, he is now the number 1 contender and will be taking on Shane Stenson for the Northeast title happening at this show. As I mentioned before, we have the steel cage match for the tag titles, or hashtag let Adam Stone finally finish his goddamn story at this point. And of course, we have the 30-person Rumble, where the winner, I think, if I remember correctly from last year, if it's the same rules like the one from last year, the winner will get a future shot at the ICW World Heavyweight Championship, which also, by the way, not sure if they're going to announce it at this show. Sean Carr did win that triple threat match, so more than likely he will be taking on Garrett Holiday at some point. Now, guys, we're not being joined by our guest, so let me bring him on. First, let me pull up said poster first, because I actually have said poster. This coming Friday, live from Tower Square up in Springfield, Massachusetts, Blitkerig Pro presents Living Proof. As you see on there, you got TJ Crawford will be in action. Gangrel will be there. Allie will be there. Sandman will be there. And the guy to break it all down with us right now is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Phil McManus. Phil, how you doing?
Not too bad, guy. How you doing, man?
I'm doing really good. I really cannot wait for the show on Friday night.
Oh, it's going to be a big show, man. Super good turnout. Like big ticket sales already. Expecting some good things, man, for sure.
So let's dive right into it. I know it was just announced that Miracle Generation will be issuing an open challenge.
Open challenge, man. Anything can happen. Anyone can make a cameo tonight, man. Like anything is open that night. Anyone can show up. It's Blitkerig. You never know.
Yeah, that's the nice part is you never know who's going to show up. Now, of the matches announced, obviously this may be a tough question to answer. What match are you looking forward to the most?
To
obviously take away.
I got to go with a triple threat for the Bedlam Championship. Ali Catch, Sammy Diaz, TJ Crawford. You got three great workers who are going to put on an amazing show. You have Sammy Diaz, who's one of the best in the fucking business right now. Ali Catch, name alone, enough said. And TJ Crawford, fresh off a Ring of Honor this past Wednesday in Boston, man. Fresh off of making an appearance on AEW Rampage. Our Bedlam champion, the Silver Sniper, Chicago's own TJ Crawford. Anything can happen, man. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah, and then I also know you have women's match happening Friday night.
Absolutely, and I think, honestly, this is a good point to pivot to the host. Why don't you tell me what you think about the women's match, being the sponsor of the match yourself?
When I saw it, because what happened was leading up to it, you kept telling me, you're like, oh, we're going to get a big name. And all of a sudden, when I finally saw the announcement, and it was Gabby Forza taking on Brittany Brooks, I think is her name. I was sitting there, I'm going, Brittany Brooks I've heard of, but also I heard Gabby Forza. I'm like, shocker, a Long Island girl.
There you fucking go, buddy. There you go. It's going to be a great match, and we really can't thank you enough for being part of it, too. We're excited to have you on board for this one, man.
Oh, it's good. I can't wait. It's my first time in Massachusetts.
Well, you might want to get checked afterwards, dude, because once you're inside us, you got what's been inside of us, and it's pretty dirty.
Hey, I'm a New Yorker. It's good to get me.
You guys are classy about it. See, like, you'll bring me to the bar. We'll just drop the R's and make it really hot and really fast. Like, it's gonna be deep, penetrating, hard love. Like, hard.
But actually, well, the thing is also when you brought up the idea about, with me sponsoring the women's match, I was all on board with it. Because the one thing with us, especially with me, I'm very much a huge proponent, a huge supporter of women's wrestling. And we were talking about beforehand with Immortal Championship Wrestling, and my match of the night for them was the women's match with Christina Marie and Danny Mo.
I mean, for me, there's really no difference anymore between the women and the men. There's just the workers. And because the women are putting on bangers after bangers, man. There was a generational step up where women really did just start working better matches and being better workers not because they got better, but because they were given the time to shine. And it's the business and the art of professional wrestling is a beautiful thing. And I mean, it's the people who go out there and paint these masterpieces, dude, male, female, it doesn't really matter. It's all in who can put on a great match, who's a good worker, and what they bring to the table. And that's why I really love not just supporting women's wrestling, but supporting wrestling in general, because generalizing into just women and men and the divisions anymore, honestly, on the indies, it doesn't really matter. You're going to see a lot of intergender matches because there's a lot of talented people who can work together and want to work together. So I think we're at a different stage of the women's revolution of wrestling on the independent circuit, and it's going to bleed through into the bigger leagues like the TNAs, the AEWs, and the WWEs. I mean, dude, TNA, they've already done it. I mean, it's women's world champion. Wrestling is in a new path that is very refreshing, and it's becoming cool again, but it's also becoming a bigger clubhouse for everyone.
No, I completely agree. And actually, Phil, before we go further, we do have some comments coming in specifically to you.
Oh, okay.
First comment is from Tammy Lynn, who says, first time watcher, first time writing in. I have a hypothetical question for Phil. Would you rather suffer the devastating fate of, I have no idea whose finisher that is, the bonsai drop, or Rikishi's finisher, the stink face?
Oh, dude. I'd have to go bonsai drop because I'm a real big fan of Chinese food. So if he had some sushi or some good Chinese afterwards, at least I know the kind of ash that's going to be in my face. Whereas Rikishi, dude, like Islander food, spicy, I think that's going to fuck me up a little more if he farts. And I mean, that's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the safety of taking the hit. I mean, I'll take an ass to a face. It's 2024. They can sit right down. But when it comes down to it, man, for me, it's the smell. And I'm going to go with Yokozuna.
As somebody who's a little big, I would have to agree. I'd rather take Yokozuna's bonsai drop. Because the thing is, yeah, it may hurt for a few minutes. But if all of a sudden Rikishi decides to go have, you know, Moe's or Chipotle, and it doesn't
I'm going to run away.
And farts, how fast is that smell going to be leaving you?
Leaving me? Oh, dude, I'll remember it forever. It's going to stick with me.
But at least
I'll write poems about it, probably.
At least with a bonsai drop, it hurts for a few minutes. I mean, I'll put it this way. I had, God, probably 2 years ago, I got chopped by Marina Shafir.
Yep.
And I remember everyone was like, oh, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Yeah, it hurt for a few seconds. But I can tell the story now. People look at me, they're like, Marina Shafir, like I'm like, yeah, that Marina Shafir.
Chops are fun.
Got another comment coming in here from a good friend of ours, Tyler King, who wants to know, can we get some names or additional information for Blitkerig Pro's upcoming no-ring death matches at the Massachusetts?
Oh! Are we talking someone who's looking a little bit forward to the 420 Fest we call The Grass is Greener? Yes, we will be doing a no-ring match, but you're going to have to stay tuned for that. I can't say anything else about that right now. But, I mean, Easy East Kid's going to be there, man. Fucking Bone Thugs and Harmony, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know if you could guess this, John, but I'm pretty excited about that one.
I kind of got that memo.
Like, this is our third year doing this one. The first year, it was Method Man and Redman. Last year, it was Action Bronson, Wyclef Jean. This year, it's indoors in one day, and it's Bone Thugs and Easy East Jr. Like, I mean, bro,
Nice.
like, I'd go as a fan.
And the funny thing is, Bone Thugs and Harmony, to me, they're like one of the more underrated bands out there.
John, I'm going to question you on this because, see, honestly, I'm going to pull it out. This is called creative journalism right here, and I'm going to keep you on your toes. Name a song besides their one big hit.
Unfortunately, that's the only one I know.
Crossroads. Name a song besides Crossroads. See, I even forgot the name of it for a minute. But, dude, I mean, I fucking love it. It's a great fucking tune. But, like, to sit there and say they're underrated, bro, you got to know one more song. So, creative journalist to journalist, John, name that tune.
I can't, other than their one hit.
The Crossroads.
Yeah.
And on the road to WrestleMania, nonetheless.
You know what I'll do? How about this? By the time we get, because I'll be making the 2.5 hour trip up to Massachusetts on Friday, I'll listen to enough Bone Thugs and Harmony that I will turn around.
Bro, you'll know more than me. I know the Crossroads. I'm fucking fully good with admitting I only know the Crossroads. I want to walk into that show, dude. If I get to see them back there, whatever their names are, Bone, Thug, or Harmony, I know that's not the three of them. There's more than three, I think. But, I mean, dude, I want to just give them a high five for letting me, like, touch my first butt at a junior high school dance. Like, straight up, dude. They were, like, a big part of the childhood.
Oh, apparently now the comment section is blowing up with every Bone Thugs and Harmony song.
Oh, there we go, dude. See, educate me, dude. Are they good? I mean, dude, Crossroads is great. It's a great freaking tune, dude. I gotta say, I'm very excited about it, but, like, I don't know anything else, man. I really don't. Man. Am I missing out? Like, I'll find out. I'm going to see him next month. Wow, next month. That's crazy.
Hold on. One person commented and said that I'm joining Bone Thugs and Harmony. No, I'm not.
Oh, John, do it. It could be your calling. You could be the next Bone Thugs and Harmony and John. It doesn't have a great ring to it. But, I mean, they could workshop it.
How about this?
Can you rap for me, John? I want to see you audition. Pretend it's The Voice. Want me to turn my chair around first? I'll turn around. I'll turn around if you rap for me, and I'll turn around if you're good.
Towards the end, I'll rap. How about that? May scare away a few people, but you never know. But got some more comments coming in here. Holy crap! I gotta apparently change the world.
Change the world. I will check that out.
Good friend of the show, Billy Ann, says first of the month. Wake up!
Oh,
wake
dude.
up.
Wait. Oh yeah, the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up. I remember that one, Billy. I forgot that was them.
This is why I'm glad I have these comments, because I guess I have some research to do tonight now.
There you go, man. A little Bone Thugs research. You know? The class up here in Westfield, Massachusetts, Westfield State, is offering courses on Taylor Swift. So anything's possible, dude. Get a degree in Bone Thugs.
All I know is
Stop that bitch around, indeed.
Oh, okay. Apparently, Thug Love is another one of theirs.
Wait, that was a screen name that hit on me when I was 16. ASL Bone, what is it?
No.
ASL to the person who sent that.
Tyler King says, Thug Life with Tupac rules.
Oh, shit. Okay. I love Tupac. You can't be like my age and not appreciate Tupac, so I will check that out. All right, dude, sweet. See, I'm learning something today. I'm all about learning new things, taking adventures, trying anything at least once. Not big.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot, and everybody who's watching, I'll put them on the spot too. We always talk about Matt. Eventually, we'll get back to Blitkerig Pro.
Okay.
We always talk about Mount Rushmores in pro wrestling.
Yep.
Mount Rushmore of rappers.
My Mount Rushmore of rappers, or who I think is the Mount Rushmore of rappers?
In your opinion, who would be the Mount Rushmore?
My opinion, my Mount Rushmore of rappers? Eminem. I mean, you can't really forget Slim Shady. Dr. Dre. Method Man. And this is hard. Oh, fuck you, dude. I mean, every part of me wants to say Vanilla Ice, but I won't.
God.
God, it's hard. I gotta go Biggie.
We got one comment coming in here saying Eminem, Ludacris, KRS-One.
Oh, KRS-One, of course, dude. Of course. I mean, but dude, I think honestly, like the best, my opinion, the best rap beat of all time, Shook One's Part 2, Mobb Deep. Like that, like if you heard it, but like, dude, like that shit gets me every time. Like I can't listen to that and not just want to like go, I don't know, something, but not sit down.
Okay, a few more comments coming in here. Somebody else said Biggie, Eric B, KRS-One.
Lots of love for KRS-One in here tonight. I like that.
Here's the thing, and one of the guys who's watching right now is somebody I work with. So I know I'm going to get shit for this at work tomorrow. I have, in addition to the Bone Thugs and Harmony stuff, I got to find out who the hell this KRS-One guy is. Yeah. I have no idea who he is.
Oh yeah, I only know limited myself, and now that everyone's saying it, I'm gonna go take a relax and look at it because I mean, I love rap, dude. It's just great. It's always my game. That and punk rock. I mean, obviously, that's it's my roots.
Since everybody gave theirs, I will. I'll give mine. My Mount Rushmore.
What is it?
Okay. Give me Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. Boy, number 4 for me is DMX.
DMX, oh, good hype music, man.
DMX to me is the one guy that I don't care who you are. He is somebody who. Okay, apparently, KRS-One is knowledge remains supreme.
There you go.
I'm learning stuff tonight here, guys.
Look at you learning. We're going to get you a degree. That's what we're going to do. You're going to evolve into a beautiful little butterfly, and you're going to fly out of your cocoon, And I can say I was here from day one.
But yeah, to me, DMX, especially when you're in the car and you're on the highway and you get Rough Riders anthem playing, can't beat that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, have you ever blared Vanessa Carlton while going to pick up your kid from school, dude? Making your way downtown, walking back. That shit's great.
I blare that normally when
That
I don't
shit is
have
great.
But that's the thing, though, and I love how we're going down this whole music avenue here.
You're the host. I'm following you, man. Take me on a journey, John. Take me on a fucking journey.
I look at it this way. We talk wrestling so much.
We do.
But how often and the one thing, Phil, I mean, one thing with us is if all of a sudden the crowd is getting into the whole music stuff, I'll deter into the music for a little bit.
Shift. You'll shift. You'll let the crowd do it. That's good. Where are we shifting to now? What are the comments looking like right now?
Oh God, they are.
Have we missed anything? Anything important?
Okay. Apparently, a good friend of ours, David, who's over in the UK, says if it were a Mount Rushmore of rap groups, then he thinks Wu-Tang Clan would have to be on top.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No question. None.
I'll admit right now, and I'm going to get shit for this, so I'm going to say this as quickly as I can. I've actually never listened to Wu-Tang Clan.
Holy shit, man. Wow. Wow.
Because Phil, one thing with me, I'm more of rock. Like I'm more of a
Michael Bolton kind of guy.
What happened?
Michael Bolton, Sting, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Adams. Nothing
very
beats a little summer of 69, buddy.
I know.
Spring of 69 is good too. Actually, any time in 69 is great.
But no, I'm more like a Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth, you know, the stuff that you can't listen to quietly because it doesn't make sense.
Fair. I get it.
And what's even fun is when you're playing that stuff at 7 o'clock in the morning and you piss off half the neighbors because you're playing Bon Jovi on full volume.
Yeah. That'd be kind of awkward for me waking up to Bon Jovi.
Okay.
I mean, wait, am I waking up to Bon Jovi music or am I waking up to Bon Jovi? And what era Bon Jovi? Because that makes a difference.
Early stuff.
Early stuff, Bon Jovi? So
yeah.
We're talking he still has the jean jacket and the bleached hair and can kind of like, I'd let him spoon me probably. That's about it though. I wouldn't go past that.
There was one time, and then we'll get back into the Blitkerig stuff.
Yeah, of course, man.
Because we also do have an announcement to make as far as what's happening prior to the show.
I don't want to spoil anything for the kids.
I was heading to work one day, and I had to have been, in this non-winter that we just had, and I had on, I had Dio on, Ronnie James Dio.
Yes, Holy Diver.
Yeah, and I had the windows open, and I'm going to park, and the guys who, where we work, they're outside doing something, and I shut the car off. I go to open the door. They're like, turn that music back on. We actually like that stuff.
Yeah. Well, dude, Holy Diver is a great song. I don't know many people who don't like Holy Diver. It's kind of a, you hear the riff and you get excited.
Okay, Phil, before we get back into Blitkerig, somebody else has a question for you.
All right, let's shoot.
Can we please talk about how Phil needs his own show, Piper's Pit style? What would you call it?
What would I call it? Oh God. This is the first off, I think it would have something to do with Sloan from Ferris Bueller asking this question. So what up, Sloan? I really don't know what I would call it. Probably like my den of sin. I don't know, something like that. Or maybe like a safe place to hug. That's what I'd call it. A safe place to hug.
That could be the name of a good podcast.
A safe place to hug. I mean, everyone feels warm and fuzzy there.
But I want to get back into the show on Saturday. I'm so used to saying independent wrestling on Saturday.
It's okay. I know it's Friday. It's throwing me off too. We usually go on Saturdays, but the Wrestling Classic is Saturday, where you can go down to the Zombie Hideout in Springfield and you can meet Eric Bischoff, Matt Riddle, Shane Douglas, and all these others, and come check out and say hi to us too. And also the guys at the We Are Wrestling podcast. Good at my job.
Which actually I found out the Zombie Hideout is only like 20 minutes away from where the show's going to be.
Absolutely, man. It's a hop, dick, and a jump.
Because one of the things I was going to do, depending on what time I get up there on Friday, if I get up there early enough, is stop by for a few minutes.
Absolutely, dude. It's a great place, man. It's a super cool store, dude. The people who own it are super nice. They put on amazing events. They're top shelf, man. You guys need anything, Zombie Hideout, zombiehideout.com. Check it out in Springfield, man.
Well, I know that's one thing.
Yo, bro, Gandalf me. Not you. We're good. You'll see.
Okay. Because the thing is, Friday is the first time I'm going to be up in Massachusetts. So hold on. Okay. Phil, I love bringing you on because every question is towards you.
Because what?
I got another question coming in for you.
Let's do this. Creative journalism.
Kristen DeVille wants to know why his stupid hat is like that.
Honestly, it started back when I first met your mom, and she kind of did this weird thing where she tucked my hair like this, and I went to put my hat back on quick, and it stayed like this, and it makes me remember her, Kristen. You'll never be as good as your mom is.
Oh, God. Somebody just commented and said, hold on, what was it? He goes, I'm stoned just watching this, and I didn't even smoke.
Welcome to my life. It's what I do. You know, I'm good at it. Oh, wait, I'm getting another Gandalf. Hold on. Got to hit the Hobbit. Let's get some more questions from the audience. This is fun. What do we got next?
Guys, if you guys have any more questions, bring them on. Because as you guys have seen, there's nothing off the table tonight, apparently.
Well, I mean, you can go to my OnlyFans for that stuff.
But I know Gangrel's gonna be there on Friday. Stanman's gonna be there on Friday.
Yes.
Now, are they going to be in matches?
Yeah, we're actually gonna have Gangrel teaming up with the Shook crew of Bobby Orlando and Bryce Donovan, and reuniting as the Shook Brood, which is a fucking phenomenal team with a great entrance, and the energy is off the fucking charts, and I can't wait to see Bobby Jr. The last time they teamed up was in Connecticut at the video game convention. We did 2-day convention there where we put on a pretty damn good card, man. I got COVID like a fucking idiot, and I missed it. I was super pissed.
More comments coming here. Oh my God.
Ooh, bring them to me, John. Bring me my children's comments.
Billy chimes in and goes, Kristen's mother is a saint and is too good for you.
Oh, Billy, just because she's nice doesn't mean she can't be naughty.
Apparently they want to know boxers or briefs. Wow, we're really going down this road.
It all depends, really. Like right now, it's none. Donald ducking it for you, John.
This is too much fun right now. Apparently Kristen wants to know if she can borrow our money, apparently.
All right. You popped me, bitch. No comment.
And hold on. Holy crap.
Oh, good one, dude. Yeah, dude, you said you were gonna zing me. You got me.
Okay, we already asked the boxes of briefs. Apparently somebody wanted me to say this, but what strain are you smoking?
Right now I am smoking. Oh God, I'm smoking some Shamrock Cake. I got a full ounce over at Silver. Shamrock Cake, Silver Therapeutics. $60 an ounce. You can't beat this price. Great weed.
Yeah, wow. That actually is a good deal.
Welcome to Massachusetts, buddy. 20% sales tax and great weed at cheap prices.
Hey, could be a cheap way to get stoned. Why the hell not?
Amen, sir. Amen.
Hey, guys, if you're watching this, normally we talk wrestling, but we're having fun tonight.
I mean, we could swing it to wrestling if you want. I can swing that way.
No. I mean, I
Do
like
you
the
swing that way? Do you want to swing towards wrestling? Are we going to team right now? I smell a tag team.
Honestly, I've had my fair share of walking into a wrestling ring, and I have said it for a while. I give them a lot of credit because I'd be the first one to walk in and trip.
Oh, bro, I've done it. I've done it. Like, straight up, I've done it. I did a show back called Fall Back Down. If you want to go and get a good chuckle at me, there's footage online. I won't tell you where, but you can look. So I made this elaborate purge mask that I put my own wiring and lights in. And it had, like, X's on the eyes and all this cool shit, dude. And I had, like, this suit jacket that I made with, like, a big duct tape BP for Blitkerig on it, dude. And for other stuff, too. But I remember coming out and turning the lights on it, and I could barely fucking see. So I'm walking around, I'm slapping fives, I'm fucking like feeling the vibe of the crowd, you know, and I'm about to get in the ring and do that whole like hype them up real quick before we do the countdown to go on IWT Live. Yeah. So I go to hit the corner rope to like stand up, and bro, I can't see a thing. So my leg washes right through the fucking second rope, bro. And I start falling into the crowd. So I go to pick myself up, and I think I can see with the other foot. Oh, no, dude. Washed right through the fucking other side, bro. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, wow, this is fun. So finally, I took off the mask, and I'm like, all right, I'll put it back on before the cameras go back on. But, oh, dude, I've taken plenty of shitters in the ring, dude. It's, you know, I don't know. I think I have a lot of THC in my bloodstream. So, like, I'm kind of a dizzy guy.
Phil, actually, somebody did come up with a tag team name.
Oh, tag team. Let's hear it.
Around the Bong.
Around the Bong. I like it. I like it. It's nice. It's nice. I appreciate that. Who said that?
John Van Decker, part of the Front Row Mafia guys down
there. You go, buddy. There you go.
Actually, I really like that.
John.
So going back to the show on Friday.
Absolutely.
You said Gangrel's going to be in action. Is Sandman going to be in action too?
I cannot confirm nor deny anything about that. I guess you're going to have to turn it into IWTV when we go live at 7:30 or be there in Springfield Tower Square.
Okay.
Anything can happen in a Blitkerig show. Anything.
Yeah. Anything. I was going to say, I was going to, hold on. Kristen now has another comment now.
Oh, God, dude. Hold on. Wait. Before you read it, let me just get ready, okay?
Actually, this one's a nice one. I will say that much. This one's a nice one. She wants to know if she can get a cameo of you.
Oh, dude. Well, you can find it on my OnlyFans, which, you know, if you don't have a subscription yet, you can ask your mom. She can totally hook you up and show you where you can do that.
But while we're having some fun here, I guess we'll make this announcement now. Prior to the show on Friday, there's going to be a kickoff show.
There is going to be a kickoff show. It is going to be hosted by you, John. And you're going to rap the intro right now. Here we go, everyone. Ready? It's time for John to rap. John, I'm going to say it right now. We're at 8:57. We're going into 9 o'clock hour, man. That's a big fucking demo right there, dude. Let's get the demo off. John, rap about the pre-show.
Not because I don't want to lose people listening.
Oh, dude, I think that you're being a little insecure right now there, Slugger. I think I believe in you, and I think you should believe in yourself.
Oh.
Everyone tell John to rap right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Don't, not him. He's not going to rap for you. You're going to rap. Feel that inner thug life.
Phil, I'm popping at the comment section right now. Oh,
we'll rap about them. What do we got going? What's it say? I can't see that.
It says Phil has big bong energy.
I do have big bong energy, dude. Well, she has an idea.
As opposed to Cody Rhodes telling The Rock on Monday Night Raw that he has little dick syndrome.
Absolutely, dude. I have that too, but I got past it, and I'm charming enough to be okay with it. what do we got now?
Kristen says he's so loud. John, can you please shut him up, please?
Oh, no.
Kristen, if I've learned one thing with ring announcers, not just saying this with Phil, but ring announcers in general, it's tough to shut them up.
Yeah, we like attention. We do.
Trust me, I've tried. I mean, we have this fascination. We've had on, God, I think every ring announcer in New York, New Jersey, and obviously now, you're yourself now, you're added to the list. And it seems like ring announcers love to talk.
Shocker. I mean, if you give us a microphone, it's what we do, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I've always been someone who likes to share my feelings,
No, but Phil, that's one thing with us is you don't have to be a character when you're on here.
Oh, bro, you can ask anyone who knows me. This is me. If anything, I'm kind of making myself a little PG for you there, pal.
John from the Front Row Mafia says that you rule.
Thank you, sir. You rule too. And Front Row Mafia, is that another podcast out in the area?
No, they are a group of guys who go to a lot of shows in Jersey. But they
make the road trip. Come and see us party at Blitkerig. I'll smoke you up. I'll smoke you up in the parking lot. I don't care. I'm a thug.
Hey, Front Row Mafia, words, get that out there. I'll put it this way. I'm going to put this proclamation out there right now. I saw one person who on there who says, let's hear that rap.
There we go. See? Right back to it.
2 people now. If we get more people. Oh, jeez. Apparently John he just turned around. He goes, fuck yeah.
There we go. There we go, buddy.
Coming up to Blitkerig.
Fuck yeah. You come see a Blitkerig show. You tell me, hey, it's the Front Row Mafia guys. I'll remember you. But if I don't, just remind me because I do smoke a lot of weed.
Which was actually funny because I just realized I put this new background in on here literally 10 minutes before the show.
Oh yeah, I've been watching it, dude. It's pretty.
And I just realized if you're stoned right now, this can make things really weird for you because you would think that you'd be like, wait, why is the ring moving?
Well, it's one of those things where I can still differentiate reality right now, I mean, that little unicorn over there, he's not really here, but he's here quite a bit anyway, so we're good,
Oh. Kristen says, I say everyone in these comments split the cost of a cameo of Phil rapping.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
But no, I'm like I said before, I am so excited. I've been hearing about Blitkerig Pro for the longest time, and Friday, I cannot wait for the show.
Could be great, man. Right?
It really cannot. It's going to be fun. And what's weirder, and I keep telling these people, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to independent wrestling. And they're like, oh, Jersey, upstate New York. I'm like, no, Massachusetts. They're like, I kind of get that dog look of,
oh yeah,
isn't that farther? I'm like, but here's the funny thing. You're going to laugh. From where I work to where the show is, it's actually shorter than when I go up to Albany.
Oh shit. There you go, man. So that's not too bad. It's honestly, man, there's one thing I can promise is at a Blitkerig show, we're worth the drive. We separate ourselves from a regular indie organization because we really are just like a giant punk rock and wrestling party. We call our fans the faithful for a reason because they're there. And once you're there, once you're back. Like we have a great following. We have great fans. It's run by great people. And I mean, we have a working relationship with some of the best talent in the business. We legitimately work with people who are appearing on AEW, WWE, former stars of AEW, WWE, ECW, all the time. I couldn't be more proud of the stuff we did with Triple V over the years. With Dream Mania 1 and 2. I mean, that's some of the coolest shit I ever done. Again, anytime I do a show, shout out to Triple V, man. You my homie, dude. Wrestling is getting that second boom again right now. And to be a part of it and be able to bring it to my area and be just a small part of it, kind of being like the P.T. Barnum ringmaster of that fucking crazy ceremony and fucking show we call professional wrestling is one of the coolest experiences of my life, my friend. And if you come to a show, you'll see we're not set up like a normal show. No, it's a fucking party. and I promise you're gonna have fun at this party.
What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean?
What?
No, you said before you're not set up like a normal show.
Well, it's set up like a normal show, but we literally have there's BYOB shows even, dude. Our luau is our WrestleMania. We're kind of punk rock kids, man, who just love wrestling and mix the two together and made an organization. It's so easy, so laid back, so fucking fan centric that you'll see when you go. There's a difference.
Like I said, I cannot wait for this show. I wanted to see because I know there's probably a few other matches I forgot to even mention. Let me see here because, like I said, I had the list up here, then I lost the list, and that wasn't me smoking at all. I didn't smoke. I'm just, I'm me. Anybody who knows me will know that I'll forget to freaking tie my shoes and wonder why I just tripped.
Because you didn't tie your shoes.
Here we go. I got the card here right now. Shane Douglas will be there, courtesy of what is it, Captain's Corner.
Captain's Corner, absolutely, dude. Shane Douglas, the franchise. I mean, one of the best workers of all time, man. I think the franchise Shane Douglas, his ECW run especially, man, like that is defining moments in wrestling right there, man. Like the shit he did with Raven, the shit he did with Taz, like Shane Douglas, the franchise era, man, like Triple Threat. Some of the best wrestling fucking like memories I have, man. I remember trading tapes on RF Video, getting old ECW shows out of Reading, Massachusetts, just to watch like Shane and the Pitbulls, man.
And I've seen Shane at, I think last time I saw Shane was at Icons down in Philly.
Yep.
So it'll be, and I mean, with the fact of WrestleMania being in ECW country, it's going to be nice to it's nice that these guys like Shane Douglas, like Sandman, are still, making their presence known.
Oh, absolutely, man. They're living legends. And especially, like you said, with WrestleMania being in Philly this year, man, for WrestleMania 40, what better time than to bring these guys out and give them their desserts, man? Like, they've earned it.
Yeah, no, exactly. I totally agree. We talked about the triple threat match already with TJ Crawford, Alley Catch, and Sammy Diaz.
Yep.
Shook Brood?
Shook Brood.
Taking on 35mm and Jake Lang.
35mm Magic is one of the best teams in the business. They're the former Blitkerig Pro Tag Team Champions. You have the Money Dragon Angelo Carter and wrestling cinematic genius Jay George, both out of Creative Pro, man. Two of the best fucking workers in the business right now. I can't say enough about those two. They're just as entertaining outside of the ring as they are in. They got great gimmicks. They work good with anybody. And Jake Lang, dude, what a fucking year he's having, dude. Between 2023 and now, winning the Creative Pro freaking TV championship from Bobby Orlando in a classic at CAP, man. Like, it's Creative Pro is cranking out some of the best fucking workers in the business right now, and most of them head over to AEW, TNA, WWE. That's why, again, you come to a Blitkerig show in 2 months, you might be like, hey, I saw them there, or hey, I remember seeing them here. We have a great working relationship with some of the best workers in the business.
Now, when this match was announced, I was like, this is one of these matches. And obviously, I recognize a lot of the names on here. I've seen a lot of these guys in action. But the next match that I want to look at, when I saw it was announced, my mouth dropped to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the matchup between Bronson and Cruel.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, this will be our second show with Cruel. Cruel is a spectacle. If you've never seen Cruel live, I promise you it's even better than watching a video. We said Big Bong energy, someone in there. This is Big Kane energy, dude. Like, there's a lot of guys who do a supernatural gimmick, especially on the indies. You go down south, there's a ton, dime a dozen. Texas Rain, dime a dozen. Out here, there's a few. He's different. There is something about Cruel that just screams he's going to make it. And he's a great worker. The presence alone he has, they're going to put on a fucking crazy match. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be just chaos. And that's what he brings to the table. And I mean, dude, fresh out of AEW, Bronson, I mean, he's got plenty to bring to the table. We've worked with him before, and two big dudes like that going at each other, man, like, wow, that sounded kind of sexy. All right, I digress. But no, it's gonna be a great fucking match, dude.
And it's funny, I've seen Bronson before in action. I've never seen Cruel before in action.
Get ready, dude. Get ready. I'm telling you right now, from the entrance to the end, he is a presence. He has it. Like, it's in the business, they say there's people who have it. The minute he walks through that curtain, you're going to see that he has it.
No, like I said, I've seen his stuff now. I know he's doing a lot of stuff over in MLW with Contra Unit.
Yep.
And I just can't wait to see him in action. Now, the next match, obviously, we talked about before, is Brittany Brooks taking on Gabby Forza. Some podcast from Long Island, I hear, is sponsoring that match.
You'd have to get the poster for me because I haven't really looked at who's doing that one. I have so many sponsors I've been working with over the past week, and it being show week, I forgot which one did that, but I think
Phil,
it's. Oh wait, which one is it? You?
That's
right. It's you.
That
was pretty good.
I was trying to play it into a joke.
I had you for a second. It was good.
I was trying to play that into a joke a little bit.
I took it from you. I took your thunder and from down under. Let's dance.
But
you still haven't rapped yet.
Hold on, I want to.
Oh, how's the comment section doing? Hi, everyone. You still there?
Kristen says she's laughing her ass off right now that you're so stoned.
Oh no, I'm not.
But no, I'm like I said, Brittany Brooks, Gabby Forza.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, Gabby Forza is a huge name when it comes to Creative Pro.
Oh yeah, Gabby's amazing, dude. Gabby's done a bunch of shows for us too, and she always puts on a top-notch match, man. She's a great worker.
And again, when I saw that it was Gabby Forza, I'm going, shocker, a Long Island girl.
Yeah, we like our Long Island, man. It's a good place to go fishing for talent. That's for sure.
Yeah. Then we got Kirby Wackerman
versus Delightful Dan, the goddamned Candyman, an epic saga that has been going on for a year. See, they've been a team. They were the delightful team of Kirby Wackerman and Delightful Dan the Candyman, but he didn't believe in himself and he stopped eating candy. And now he's going to start eating candy again to try and win, but he didn't. He didn't win. And then Kirby turned on him, and now they're going to fight, and it's going to be awesome.
I would say this isn't a, Candy rules match or something, or like.
Well, I mean, it could be, but I mean, he might come out a little different because he's a little hurt from Kirby turned on him. Who knows which version of Delightful Dan the Candyman? We'll see. Tune in and find out this Friday night at 7:30 on IWTV.
Gotta say, I'm definitely intrigued to see him in action.
Oh, it's fun. He's a great worker, dude. Can't say enough good things about him. And he always brings candy. You can't really complain about that.
No, the only part you can complain about, though, if you eat too much, you can get diabetes.
Absolutely, dude. But then I'd get to meet Wilford Brimley, and I'd be super stoked about that. Isn't that how it goes? If you get diabetes, you get to meet Wilford Brimley. Hold on, wait, what? What's that? Oh, he's dead. My bad.
God. I gotta say one thing, Phil. I've been doing podcasts now for 13 years.
Yeah.
This podcast alone for almost 3 years.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Thank you. I don't think I have been laughing my ass off and have had the biggest grin on my face that I've ever had since this interview.
Oh, well, that's fantastic news, man. I aim to please, and you can also find that out on my OnlyFans, which now I'm really debating on making one. Maybe I should. There's got to be a demographic for me somewhere.
Hold on, let me put it this way. Everybody who's watching should Phil make an OnlyFans.
Oh, here we go. Now it's what do I charge? Could I trade for pickles? I like pickles.
What's
not
your favorite
pickles, real pickles. Kosher dill. And not that shit you got at the grocery store on a shelf. It's got to be cold. My pickle isn't cold. It's a no fucking go.
Guys, we're talking about pickles here, okay?
Well, I mean, you could be talking about dicks, too. I mean, they're allowed to talk. Let the people talk, John. It's a conversation. We're live.
I think the problem is, Phil, I think the issue is you made them laugh so hard that I don't think they're responding right now.
Those bastards.
You talking about punk rock, we talked about rap for a second. I want to just dive over into the punk rock stuff for a second.
Okay.
I asked you before about your Mount Rushmore of rappers. Gonna throw it to the punk rock side as well.
Descendants, Iggy and the Stooges, Rancid, and Newfound Glory. Those are my 4. A little bit from each genre. If I had to go more, it's hard to pick just 4 though, dude.
But that's what makes Mount Rushmore so fun to talk about is there's hundreds of them.
Absolutely.
You actually got a compliment.
Uh-oh.
Andrew Edler, who's one of the best photographers in the upstate New York area. I have to be specific about that because I accidentally called that area Central New York, and I thought I was going to get my head shoot off.
Oh, jeez.
Well, because hold on. In deference to my own stupidity, where I am on Long Island, I consider upstate New York like Plattsburgh, all the way up. I don't consider, yes, I understand why they call it upstate New York, but to me, it's like you're going, to me, it's like that's central because that's in the central part of New York.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. He goes, we're still recovering. That was great hype, man.
Good stuff, dude. Thank you. It's what I do. I worked hype for quite a few men over my years. That sounded weird, didn't it?
Okay, I'm just going to ask this right now.
Yeah.
When you hyped for these men, did you make sure their pickles were cold?
Absolutely, dude. I warmed them up if they needed to, too. I'm a giver. Too much sometimes. I'm not afraid to cuddle, John.
I got to say, I've never laughed so hard before in my life.
And been aroused, right? Like.
No, now I want pickles, though.
See what I mean? I just said it. There we go.
No, well, pickles for me.
We're going to coaster your dill if you rap, buddy. Just rap for the audience. It's what they want. They may not be saying it, but they want it. And most importantly, I want it. And I'm getting kind of selfish about it.
Problem is I can't rap.
Oh, then why did you say you were gonna?
Because it's the old wrestling thing.
What's the old wrestling thing?
Oh, geez. You remember before I asked about the OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Kristen wants an OnlyFans of Phil eating pickles.
Absolutely. Done. In a heartbeat, dude. In a heartbeat. I'll even take pickles as payment. Mail that shit up here, and I will video myself eating it the long way.
But it's the old thing of because I can't rap. How about this?
Okay.
How about this? I'm going to put this out there right now, and this will get people to watch the kickoff show Friday.
If you're going to promise you're going to rap Friday, dude, like you best believe I'm going to tell other fucking people about it. And it's going to be way harder for you to do it then than to do it now. I don't know if you can tell by the kind of person you're dealing with here, buddy, but if you tell me you're going to rap at the show, I'm going to make it a fucking spectacle. So before you say that, you got a chance to rap right now there, Tiger, and you might want to take it.
I'd rather get some prep work in.
Oh, okay. All right.
How about this? Friday. The kickoff show starts at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Wait, 5? It starts at 4?
What time? I thought
Show starts at 7, man. You should probably start around like 5, 6 to 6:30, get some footage around. But like, hey, if you want to go on for 4 hours and just talk about pickles and unicorns and puppies,
hold on.
I may join you.
Hold on. I'm going to put this out there right now.
Let's hear it.
I'll start the pre-show, the kickoff show. I didn't put a timeout. I just said,
okay. 4 o'clock scared me. I'm probably going to be sleeping. I need my beauty rest.
I thought you just looked like that normally.
No, I try. Believe me, I try.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
When did
on the dot, you're in your drop top, cruising the streets.
I will do. a rap,
Okay.
but the title of it's going to be the name of this podcast.
Deal. Make it about yourself. I get it. That's what rappers do. They're full of themselves too. You know, it's okay. You got to put can I challenge you to put 3 words in there?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, so here's the 3 words I want you to have in your rap. Okay? Get a pen and paper. Or you can remember it. You're going to remember this?
Hold on.
All right, 3 words. 3 words. So here's what I'm going to do. If there's anyone listening in the no. I'm just going to tee it up. I'm going to pick 1 word. Kristen, I know you're still in here watching. You can pick another word. And then I'm going to let just the first comment that brings out the fucking next word other than her, that's the other word. So my word for you is going to be Longfellow.
Longfellow?
Longfellow. I don't know why. It just sounds pretty.
All right, so I wrote that down. Kristen, 1 from you, and then anybody else in the comment section.
There we go.
You realize by doing this, I'm going to have 27 people commented, and I'll just be like, hold on.
Oh.
Muffler.
Muffler. I love it. I'd put the word come before that.
But yeah, anybody else who would like to
Oh, dude, that was good. You tried to get right back into it, but you broke for a second. It's okay.
Anybody else?
So far, we have come muffler and Longfellow. Oh, wait, just muffler. My bad. Actually, can we make it come muffler? I just want to see what you do with that. I want to see where you take me on that journey of what a cum muffler is.
All I know is this. If the guy who's still watching this that I work with is still watching, Rolly, I'm going to need your help tomorrow.
There you go, man. You're going to talk to another guy about a cum muffler tomorrow at work. I'm going to remember that. That's what I'm going to take with me on this episode tonight that I came in here and guested on to talk about the Blitkerig Pro show coming up this Friday. That I got John to talk to another guy at work about what his cum muffler is going to be. Ladies and gentlemen of the Around the Ropes podcast, my name is Phil McManus. I am the voice of the faithful, and I will see you this Friday on IWTV at 7 o'clock live. But for now, I think I'm going to have to sign out because I'm not going to top that. That's not going to get, we're not going to get better from here. We're not.
Hold on. We are going to get better.
Oh, what do we got? You don't tease me. I mean, this better be good.
Kristen wants me to actually use cum muffler.
Cum muffler. Yeah, absolutely. See, there we go. Now we have you. You've got to talk. So tomorrow, John's going to go to work. And wow, the way I'm moving my hands right now kind of fits. All right, I'm going to move a little bit. John's going to go to work. And John's going to talk to a boyfriend of his or a friend of his that's a boy about his cum muffler. So Around the Ropes podcast, I just want to thank you for having me on. It's been a wonderful evening. It's Tuesday. I'm officially going to sign off right now and, dream about what John's going to come up with on Friday with his Longfellow cum muffler. That sounds like a really good indie comic book about like a steampunk guy, which, I mean, you can borrow that if you want, John. Talk to your boyfriend.
Well, okay, before we let you go, where can are tickets still available?
Tickets are still available on blitzkrieg.com right now. .net, my bad. Woohoo! You can find us on Facebook under Blitkerig Pro. You can also find us on Instagram. And tickets are available at the door, man. And we really hope to see all of you there. And those who can't make it, IWTV. Show starts at 7 p.m. You'll see me starting middle of the ring. I'll put my hand up and the show starts.
And of course, guys, like I said before, the Around the Ropes podcast will be doing the kickoff show. Time to be determined before we get to Friday.
All right, man. You have yourself a great night. Guy who's talking to John, if you're watching this, I believe in you. Let's get a good old fucking cum muffler for tomorrow, man. John, I will see you and cum fucking bucket muffler Longfellow this Friday at 6 p.m. You have yourself a great fucking night.
You too, Phil.
Later, buddy.
Later. Holy crap, what a fucking interview that was. Guys, I said it on there now, and I'll say it again. I walked in on that one. But, wow, I look really fucking short right now. Okay, let's go back that way. But, holy crap. Where do I go with this now? Seriously, where do I fucking go with this? Because, like I said, actually, I know exactly how I'm going to go with this. Give me a second here. Got some announcements to make of upcoming shows because that's just how we roll. What fucking? I have a picture here. I don't even know what it. Oh, that's the thumbnail. Never mind. Okay. July 13th. I'm going out of order here right now, but with what we just went through with Phil, my head's in 27 places. Immortal Championship Wrestling presents Immortal Things 5 with the one and only Murder Grandpa himself. Minoru Suzuki will be there. I did find out he will have a meet and greet. Not sure if he will be in action. So you definitely have that coming up. What else we got? Road to Immortality, April 13th. As we mentioned before, Blitkerig Pro presents Living Proof happening this coming Friday. Ace Pro Wrestling presents Destined for Greatness happening next Saturday. It was announced here last week. Rick Recon will be defending the Ace World Heavyweight title against Darius, the Allfather, Darius Carter, which, by the way, guys, if you go over to our YouTube channel, the new YouTube channel, you can listen to an interview I did with both Darius and with Rick, where we talk all about that stuff. So we got that coming up. This weekend, this Friday night, Invictus Pro Wrestling returns with Warriors Code. Obviously, it was announced earlier today that Ken Broadway and Jay Bougie are no longer a part of Invictus, and I'm not sure yet if they've announced the stipulation, the matches that they're going to use to crown the new champion. So you got that coming up. I'm going to hold up on this one, not because I don't want to, but I don't know if it's still going to be happening yet. This one was this past weekend, so I don't need that one anymore. This coming Saturday, live from the Mecca, 106 Bergen Avenue, Pro Wrestling Magic presents Last One Standing, where we will see World Heavyweight Champion Alex Ryman taking on in a triple threat match for the Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight title, your WrestlePro World Heavyweight Champion CPA and former AEW and TNA superstar Sonny Kiss. You're not going to want to miss that. Paul London will be in action as well. He'll be taking on Vinny Pacifico, and so much more. But guys, I want to change gears here. Change gears here a little bit. I'm thinking about pickles now. Thanks, Phil. Phil, if you're watching this, thanks. After the show, I'm going to go have a pickle. But I want to keep things moving here. I want to get into the promos because, and this is one question I want to ask you guys. In regards to The Rock, now, do you guys think... Now, okay, I'm going to phrase it this way. Anybody who's watching this, is The Rock a good guy or a bad guy? And I ask that question for this reason, because you look what happened Friday night. That wasn't heel Rock. That wasn't the Rock that we've been getting for the longest time that was poking at Cody's mom and doing all that stuff. So I want to ask you guys this. Is Rock a good guy or is he a bad guy? Hold on, we got one comment coming in here. I just want to see who it is first before I... Hold on, give me a second here. Hold on, not that one. Ready to go to the other one. Go that way. Nope. Try to see here. Yes, Andrew, I think that was you who asked that question. Yes. Yeah, it was Andrew. Okay. To answer the question, yes, in the next couple of days, interviews will be getting put up there. I have an interview that I'll be dropping with Black Rose, Shane Stenson, Mike Falvo, what's his face? John Schur will be up there as well, so that's all going to be coming up soon. And Andrew also says, Rock is playing what works. Like always, he's smart. He tried to build his way in as a babyface. It backfired, so he pivoted to heel, and it's working. Andrew, you're not wrong in that, but let me ask you this, though. Go back to what happened Friday night. Was that a heel that we got out there? Because It went from heel to babyface. It was my issue with this whole thing, I am so goddamn confused now. Because the other thing also he keeps dropping is, he keeps saying to Seth, I can make that title disappear. I can make that title disappear. What the hell does that mean? Does that mean all of a sudden before we get to Mania? And folks, here's the thing also, we're 3 weeks out from Mania. So, actually, no, 2 weeks. We're 2 weeks out from Mania. Because next week, no, strike that. No, 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. My bad. We're 2 weeks out from Mania. And I can tell you right now, I'm more confused now with this whole Cody and Roman story. Because I'm also going to say this much. The main event is not Roman, it's not Rock and Cody. The main event of WrestleMania 40, night number 2, is Roman and Cody. Now, my thing is this. You look at what they do with, I'll put it this way, heel Rock right now is overpowering freaking Roman big time. And it's not good. Let me put it that way. It is not good at all. Because the problem is, hold on, I'm trying to share the show and I can't for some reason. Just bear with me 1 second. Apparently I do not have that option to share the show. Okay, apparently I don't have the option. So guys, if you're watching this on Facebook, definitely share the show. It would do us wonders. And hold on, give me a second here. I'm just trying to see what else. But yeah, like I said, guys, I just lost my train of thought here for a second. No, I'm just gonna say this right now. You know, guys, if you missed the interview or whatever you want to call that we just did with Phil, definitely go back and check it out. You're not gonna. Oh, let's talk about the whole thing with Cody and Roman. This Friday night on SmackDown is going to be huge because this is going to be the moment where Roman almost has to step out of the shadows because the whole story that's being told seems to be Cody and Rock. The story hasn't really been told of Cody and Roman because you haven't seen Roman really going out on social media saying anything. You haven't seen, it's been more Rock. So I'm curious to see what they do Friday night where we're going to get both of these guys and all that stuff. I'm very curious to see. I know, let me actually pull up the rest of the matches because they did announce quite a bit of the matches for the for Mania. Just give me 1 second here. Just gonna pull this up. That's what she said. So it looks like night 1 is going to be, and that's the other thing. We'll do our predictions video next week, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I want Rock and Roman to win. They keep dropping this Bloodline Rules match. What exactly is a Bloodline Rules match? That's what I'm a bit curious to see out of anything. Night 2, we got Seth frickin' Rollins and Drew McIntyre and Roman and Cody. Now, here are the matches that we have, but they're not sure yet which day they're going to be on. So we have Logan in a triple threat match. Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. For the U.S. title, Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso in a singles match. LA Knight versus AJ Styles in a singles match. It was announced last week or 2 weeks ago that they're going to have a 6-pack ladder match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles. Judgment Day will be defending the titles against DIY, The Awesome Truth, New Day, and there's 2 teams that are still yet to be determined. Why do I have a feeling one of those teams are either going to be the Dudleys or the Hardys? I don't know why. I just have that gut telling me. Gunther takes on Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. Rhea Ripley takes on Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship. And Io Sky will be taking on Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship. On paper, this is looking like a pretty goddamn good pay-per-view. But it'll be curious to see how it all plays out once we get to Philly in the beginning of April. Again, guys, also like to mention, keep talking about Philly. I will be live in Philly the Friday before Mania for a company called Battleground Championship Wrestling, as they are doing not one, but they're doing 2 shows, Born to the Extreme and Tribute to the Extreme. In between that, they're doing a block party, and this podcast will be doing a live broadcast from said place. So we got that coming up for you guys. So again, guys, tune in for that. That's going to be, and also it was announced that my guest will be not only owner and promoter Timothy Embler will be joining me, but former ECW star, former WWE star, and a guy who I still can't fucking believe this is happening, but the one and only. You would have told me 3 years ago when I started this podcast that this was going to start becoming something, that I would be, and I had doubters when the show first started, and I still have doubters to this day. But if you would have told me that, and I've done on-set location shows plenty of times for Jersey, for upstate New York, plenty of times. I never thought in a million years I'd be doing a show outside of New York or outside of Jersey or hell, outside of fucking Long Island. But I am. And in the next 2 weeks, I'll be doing a show not only up in Massachusetts, as we mentioned before, which actually I can pull up said graphic one more time, for the Living Proof Kickoff Show. Again, time to be determined. I'll talk to Phil when he's not dreaming about pickles again. And then we got Battleground coming up literally 2 weeks later. Got another comment coming in, but again, because it's through Facebook groups, I would like to see who commented on it. So just bear with me 1 second. Oh, Andrew. Andrew just says, I'm proud of you, brother. Andrew, I appreciate that a lot, man. Definitely appreciate that a lot. Definitely want to get you and Jason on here at some point down the road. Because I said this actually when we had, was it when we had John? Yeah, when I had John on. And I said this quite often, that probably the 2 best photographers in pro wrestling, and not in pro wrestling, but on the independent level in New York are yourself and Jason. I'm not saying Jason's does in because I'm going to butcher it, and if I butcher it, I know he's going to pick on me about it forever. So guys, if you are in the upstate New York area, I have to make that specific, not central New York, upstate New York, and you need a photographer or a photography team, definitely go check out Best Frame. I'm butchering the. Oh, thank you. Super D. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. But if you guys need a photography team for your upcoming wedding, graduation, whatever, go hit up Andrew, go hit up Jason. They do phenomenal stuff. And they're, like I said, they're one of the best teams out there. So definitely go check out. Oh, okay. Apparently they didn't do wrestling events, so my apologies on that. But yeah, definitely if you're looking for a photography team for a wrestling show, definitely go check Andrew and Jason out. They capture, the one thing I will say about both of them is they capture the moment, and they really do a good job as far as capturing the moment and really do a good shot with that. Andrew, hope maybe at the next Dynasty show, hopefully I can get a shot of, another shot from you guys of me in the ring if you guys are doing them in the ring. But what a fucking show tonight. Guys, tonight has been a fucking blast. I appreciate everybody who watched. I appreciate everybody who commented. And guys, like I said, this Friday, tune in for the kickoff show, Living Proof kickoff show, where I will say this once again. So then if I don't do it, I can be held accountable for this. I will perform a rap. I now have to learn how to sing because I do not know how to sing to save my fucking life. But guys, again, that happens this coming Friday, live from Springfield, Massachusetts, ahead of Living Proof, which you can see on IWTV for Blitkerig Pro. Then next week we will be back live. Not sure yet if we're gonna make that the WrestleMania preview. I have to figure it out, semantics wise and all that. But I'll definitely have some fallout from Blitkerig Pro. I say to go over the East show, but we already did that. And so much more. But again, guys, final thoughts from me is simple. I love what I do. I have a passion for this stuff. And I'm hoping in due time this show can really become something where this is the go-to, one of the go-to shows when it comes to wrestling podcasts on the indie level. Because I know I'm never going to get to the level of Jericho or Stone Cold Steve Austin. But one of the things also I was going to say is to anybody who has been told that they can't do it, that they don't have enough, cojones, whatever. Fuck them. Do what got you to the goddamn dance. I'm a great example of that. I've been told for the last upteen amount of years that I don't know what I'm doing, that I'm a bad host. But I continue to turn around to these people and tell them, go fuck yourself. You know what it takes to get to the top. I'm climbing to the top, and I'm going to get my ass there in one way, shape, or form. Is it going to be easy? No, not at all. Is it going to be grueling? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is it going to be worth it? You bet your ass it will all be worth it. So again, guys, like I said, I'm not here without you guys. You guys have made this show what it's become. Go hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. It costs you nothing. It does wonders for us. And to anybody who's watching the YouTube channel that you're currently watching this video on, is the current channel that will be used going further. And like I said, I'm not here without you guys. So again, guys, I'm John. You're the Around the Ropes Nation. See you guys next week. Catch us before I go, catch me live this Friday, live from Blitkerig Pro, Living Proof kickoff show. So we'll see you guys this Friday from Springfield, Massachusetts, and we'll be live here next week, same time, same channel, with who knows what's going to come up. Especially also, it's a special week it's a birthday week for somebody. I wonder who. See you guys soon.